report that a Russian weapon was used to down the Malaysian plane in Ukraine does not mean that Russia was involved or that the Russian separatists in the Ukraine had anything to do with it. What could Russia have possibly stood to benefit from shooting down this airplane? It appears to be a very cleverly contrived hoax involving what increasingly looks to be the airliner, Malaysian Flight 370, that disappeared in the South Asian area months ago. The bodies on the scene are reported to be in advanced state of decomposition. That's inconsistent with this having been a fresh kill of passengers. It was a relatively new plane, and therefore the serial numbers are going to be able to be used to identify it. The Ukrainian government itself had this Bach missile system that is made in Russia, which it appears that was deployed to use it. But several other analysts, including Jim Stone and Wayne Madsen, are arriving at the very same conclusion I am reporting here now. Bear in mind, while Russia had nothing to gain from this, Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, had everything to gain because it was occurring by remarkable coincidence at the very same time. Israel is launching its massive, inhumane, savage slaughter of the Palestinian people in Gaza. What better than to distract the world's attention from these vicious actions by a despotic regime in Israel, a gross violation of human rights, than a contrived shoot-down of a plane that is also calculated to undermine European support for Russia. Vladimir Putin has been outplaying the United States around the world and has a very strong hand, including, for example, his most recent visit to South America, where the whole BRICS movement received massive support, a welcome reception from South American and Latin American leaders. And I say this hoax is going to be exposed. I am confident that the Russians have satellite imagery that will reveal what's going on here. The campaign, the propaganda campaign taking place in the United States today is simply unbelievable. Within the last 5 years or so, a bill was passed, the North-Smith bill, that allowed the CIA to use propaganda techniques on the American people, and believe me, they are going whole hog, absolutely whole hog, trying to blame this on a man who would have had no interest whatsoever in bringing it about. I've yet to hear an American analyst explain what benefit would accrue to Russia from shooting down a Malaysian airliner that was loaded with Netherlands citizens. And the Netherlands has been among the staunch supporters of continuing normal economic relations with Russia in spite of the events in the Ukraine, where the United States has been meddling in the Ukrainian domestic politics and gross violation of its sovereignty, where the United States and Israel are the culprits on whom the blame must be laid for this outrageous and irresponsible conduct. And I say the whole world is going to understand what a blatant deception this has been. As FDR observed, in politics there are no coincidences. This was no coincidence. This was deliberately contrived to deceive the world.